Aloha, e komo mai. Welcome back to Rainbow Budgets. I am so glad you're here with me today for Sick of Debt Saturday. If you're new here, I am a wife, mom, and teacher who lives in Hawaii. And we are currently working to try to pay off our car loan, which last time we checked in was a little over $10,000. Now, super excited to film our upcoming check-in and budget with me because it is a little bit under. Yay, so exciting. And that is thanks to the extra payments we were able to save up in this binder. We do have a goal of trying to pay it off this year. Not sure if we'll get there, but I really do appreciate your encouragement and the super sweet comments that even if we set a lofty goal, and even if it doesn't always feel like we're making progress, by using this method and saving, budgeting this into our budget, and then having fun playing with the money so that we don't use it for other things that are more fun than paying off debt, we're still making progress, even though it's little bits at a time. So mahalo nui for keeping me on the right track and the right path, and together we will get there. I love this community so much for that very reason. Let's jump right into the savings today. This first envelope doesn't have anything in it because it is our Save 2025 and 2025. And by anything, I meant the challenge because it is a full page challenge. It does have money. So we started this challenge last week. This one is from Becca at Becca Budget 777. We did complete Nita at the Almost Organized Owls, Save 2025 and 2025 earlier in the month of July, which was awesome, but makes me a little bit nervous that it took us over half a year to get there. So I'm hoping we can still finish this one in 2025. To do that, I did calculate that we need to be saving $100-ish per week when we work on this. And so I have picked out what we're going to save today, but let's actually talk about our overall money that we're saving. I did finally sit down and do our budget. So for the month of August, we're going to be saving $225 per week in here. When I film the budget check-in and hopefully get that posted this weekend or early next week, I'll kind of talk about why it is more. It is like $75 more per week than we were able to save in here last month. So that's exciting. Some of it's from rollover, and yeah, we'll talk about that when we get there. But let me give our money a quick count just to make sure it is our $225. There it is, $225, yay. So let me go ahead and zoom you through as I color in these higher numbers. I was trying to pick the highest number from each section here so we can spread out the pretty pink color and knock out some of the bigger numbers as quickly as possible. Yay, that looks great. All right, it may not look like much for now, but we're making good progress knocking off the bigger numbers. And then I know this isn't the largest number in this rectangle here, but this is what we needed to hit our exact 100. So let's go ahead and pull the 100, put it into our envelope here, and see how much we've saved all together. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And now let's see, last week we were able to save 20, 40, 50. Let me grab a 10 here. So now we have 150. Yay, that is awesome. That means $100 is going to get to come out and go back to the bank so that we can make a payment. Yay, love that. All right, this next challenge up is from Lindsay at Boy Mom Loves to Save, This Little Light of Mine. It is double-sided and we are working on the back side. We have roll and saves and scratchers. I think we've decided, I was doing both together each time, but because I'm using the percentile die for the roll and save, which sometimes it's a friendly 10, sometimes it is a less friendly 90, because the numbers go all the way up to 100. Interesting that I haven't rolled the 100 yet. We're just going to do either a scratcher or a roll and save, not both. So for today, we're just going to do this scratch. All right, and it was $20, yay. So I think that is the highest number you can get for the scratchers. So this challenge, while the way I'm playing it is very spicy, and I actually learned to play it this way from Lindsay herself, it doesn't always have to be that spicy. Okay, so let's see, we have 5, $700 already made in payments thanks to this challenge. And now we have 50, 70, 90, 120. 120. I'm just going to put the bills out of order here. 120 in cash. So yay, we'll be able to take another 100 back from this one as well. Okay, so that's already 200 in payments. That may be all we're going to get to do though. I don't think we're going to finish any other challenges today, but let's see. So we have up next this challenge from Six Girls Budget. It was part of like a set of 3, I think, that I got, all varying amounts. This one saves 100. So I'm going to roll the dice just to see where we're going to be scratching. All right, that is a 10. Let's see where that puts us all together. 20, 40, 60, 75, 76. Nice. So not too bad with what we have left. We'll see. Maybe we will finish this up next time. There are only 2 scratchers left, and I hate leaving just 1 scratcher, but sometimes on these bigger challenges you kind of have to, because otherwise it just gets way too pricey at any one round of savings. This next one up is from my Etsy store. This is part of my Neon series savings challenges. I designed these for like automobiles just in general, but they're super cute. I also have this one that sees the day, the same as my dashboard. It's like a tunnel that you can drive through, but it has a rainbow of pink stickers that you scratch off to save what's underneath. Both have values as high as 100, but then I do have a lower savings value if that fits your budget better. But cars are expensive, auto loans are expensive, so I chose to put the bigger one in this binder just for me. All right, let's roll and see where we're going to scratch today. All right, that is a 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I don't have the denominations on these. Some of my challenges I don't always have a space to fit that in or remember to do that. But especially on these bigger ones, I do try to make them like within a similar range so that it's not like you're scratching a 2 one time and like a 25 the next, right? So I try to keep them like pretty close together. Just FYI if you're considering purchasing them. All right, so $13 going in here. Nice. Looks like we'll be able to condense. Out of 100 so far we have saved 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9. Wow, $1 away from being halfway there, and that's perfect because we have scratched half of the stickers. Nice. All right, up next we have this hilarious little challenge from Mischief Managed Budgets. Get your gas into gear. This is hilarious. It looks like he's laughing at his own joke. All right, we've saved 20 so far out of 50. Let's see what we're saving today. Okay, we scratched a 7 and an 8, so that is 15 going in here today. So now we have 35. Nice. And just 3 scratchers left to go. Love that. All right, up next we have this adorable challenge from Debt Free by 43. Saves a total of 70. Use green energy. This was perfect for us because our cars are electric. In Hawaii, we get lots and lots of sun. So we have solar panels on our roof, and even though we charge both of our cars here at home, our electric bill usually is only like $30, which is crazy because if we were to be paying for all of our electricity instead of generating it mostly from our solar panels, our bill would definitely be over 300, probably even over 400. So it was an investment, but because we live in a state that has an insane amount of sun, it's been a really good one for us. So I'm going to roll and see where we're saving today. All right, 14. That is definitely our highest number we have saved on this challenge so far. So 14 going in. Let's see where that puts us all together. Out of 70, we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 52. Ooh, we're so close. All right, we don't have any 10s left or 20s, but let me go ahead and grab a 5, just making sure this is 5. Yep, 5. Nice. 20, 30, 40, 5, 52. Perfect. Wow, getting close on this one. Love that. All right, up next, we have this larger savings challenge from Mel at Mystic Budgets. Yes, Mystic Budgets. Let's see. I can't remember if we did roll and save or scratch last time. Let's do a little bit of both this time. Maybe 2 of each. All right, that is an even 15 and going in here, 5, 10, 15. Let's see what we have saved all together out of 120 plus. So I guess the 120 is just coloring the cars. They're each 15, so that's pretty pricey. And then all of the cute, super tiny little scratch off stickers. We have 20, 40, 5, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay, so we're almost halfway there on just the base amount, but a lot of that is our roll and save. I cannot wait to see how much that one saves us. Love that. Up next, this one is for Rollin' with My Nomies from the Thrifty Sewist. I finally remember, I didn't write it down, but I've looked it up enough times now that I remember. So we are still working on our first way around the board. We ended up right here. So we're just gonna play until we get kind of low on money, and then we'll put the rest of it into our catch-all, which is the only challenge we have left. All right, I froze myself for a minute there. A really loud truck just drove by. We have one neighbor. There's always that one neighbor, right, that has the loudest car imaginable. So he just drove by. So sorry if that was a weird pause for you. Hopefully you didn't have to hear it. Then we rolled a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, and we're scratching. Don't even need the pen this time. All right, 15 for our scratch here. 5, 10, 15. I think we have a decent amount in ones. Yeah, so we will just keep going here. Actually, let me move this back a little bit more so we've got more space. All right, let's see where we go next. 2, 1, 2. All right, that is a friendly $3 dash. 1, 2, 3. All right, where to next? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, another scratch. Well, maybe yay, we'll see. All right, we scratched 6, so that's perfect. Our last 5 and a 1. Let's keep going. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, scratching again. All right, that is a 9. We might be stopping there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we're going to stop there. We have $5 left. This will all go into our catch-all. So let's see what we are putting in today. 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. 33, that's awesome. Okay, let's see what we already had in here. 33, 34, 35, 55, 75, 85, 86, maybe. I'm pretty sure. Okay, 86. I hope that's correct. If not, and you were watching and got a different number, then that's the right number. But we are making great progress on this one. It's still a long ways to go though. So I am super excited to see how much we end up saving in this one altogether. But let's go ahead and pull in our catch-all here. Oh, already turned the page. Great. From D, Plans and Budgets. It is our total leftover. So, okay, we left off here with 1 in the box. So we're adding in 5. Let me get 5 boxes colored in for us. Nice. 5 going in. And we already have 20, 40, 63, which makes 68. Pretty certain about that math. Awesome. Wow, this is saving a lot for a catch-all, but we're getting close. We're getting close. This has been so much fun to play though. All right, and I'm so sorry if there is more background noise. One of our neighbors is doing a reno project and they are sawing. They saw all day, every day. Yeah, I don't know how is it possible that there's so much sawing to be doing, but they're doing it. All right, we did not finish any challenges, but I do want to go ahead and get a couple hundred back to the bank if we can, so that we can make another payment. It's just so exciting to see the total of our loan going down. So let me grab a couple of prop bills for us. Okay, 200, and then I'll just double check, but I'm pretty sure it was just these two. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 50, okay. And it was this one, right? Yeah. 50, 70, 90, 200. Okay, so we now have, yeah, 820. That's what we counted earlier. Nice. All right, let me just zoom you through as I double check, triple check. Okay, I think everything else feels thick, but it's just because they're smaller bills. And normally I would go through and also condense, but I'm not going to condense. I like having the smaller bills here in the binder, and that way it will just make it so much easier as I draw out the money to bring next time. All right, yay, but that is 200 here going back to the bank to then be transferred to make our payment. So let's get that marked off here. And we do have rollover, but I think it's gonna have to stay rollover. Should I condense this? Nah, we'll just leave it the smaller bills. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, each box is a 40. So we can color in 5 boxes, right? Nice, so exciting to have that extra colored in. Woohoo, yay. And 200, yay, awesome. All right, I will get that back to the bank. Mahalo nui for being here with me today. I hope your weekend is off to a wonderful start, and I'll see you tomorrow for our Savings Challenge Sunday. Aloha.